Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and it's time for question number 3. Would you like to see vlog style videos? Vlog is video logging. It's where you just talk to the camera about anything at all. There are channels on YouTube that are strictly vlogs, people just talking, and people like to listen to people talking. So I'm just interested if any of you would like to just hear me talk about stuff, and what would you like me to talk about? You know, my life is not really too interesting. I'm a boring person. I'm a homebody. I don't really like to travel. I hate crowds, believe it or not. I got not a big channel, but I got a channel here with a lot of subscribers, but I actually don't like to be around people. And I have a very small amount of friends that I'll, go out once in a while and socialize, but it's a very rare occasion. I really just like to be home in the surrounding I'm familiar with, and leave me alone and I'll leave you alone kind of life. It's really weird, and here I am doing this. I also used to, and this is a vlog right here actually, I used to have a hard time really just communicating and getting along with people, and the Navy sort of changed that a lot. And then I became an instructor in the Navy, or that was one of my specialties. I had to really learn how to get in front of a large group of people, and I had a fear of crowds and talking to a lot of people, and it's really scary, and it was very scary to me. And believe it or not, one of the reasons why I sort of do this channel is to continually chase that rabbit, to just put myself out there, push it a little bit, and try to keep on socializing, because I would easily become a hermit in a cave. That's where my natural instincts would take me. I'd be by myself in a cave, or be in a compound surrounded by fence, with wire on top in the middle of a desert. That would be me if I just were me, believe it or not. So let me see, we're vlogging. Other things I did in the Navy, or my other specialty in the Navy, was AIC, which is Air Intercept Controller, and then later on Air Intercept Control Supervisor. So what is AIC, Air Intercept Control? Well, think of it like this. Air controllers try to keep aircraft apart from hitting each other. Air intercept controllers bring aircraft together. So you have your friendly aircraft, maybe you have a flight of 2 in a formation or whatever, and you want to point them to the bad guys and have them intercept the bad guys. And believe it or not, there's a lot of geometry involved, and a lot of ways you could do it. You could do like a straight up intercept, or you could do you could sort of like cut out and then come back in, so you come at a different angle, or you do an attack, re-attack, and all kinds of fun things. And when I first started that, it used to be you're looking at a radar scope and you're using grease pencil and you're figuring out the angles and everything, and then you're winding your strobe, your bearing strobe and rage strobe out there, and reading bearing and ranges, and doing it very manually, and using your head and using a grease pencil on a scope. Later on, you have all the fancy electronics that do it all for you. You could even take control of the aircraft by hitting a button to actually steer it through link. Also, you have more than radar these days in IFF. You also have something called ADS-B, which helps track aircraft. I mean, it's just amazing technology, and it's really made probably the life of AICs a lot easier than it used to be when you did it conventionally. I remember sitting in school, because you had to go through, I think it was 8 weeks of training to be an air intercept controller, and when you messed up, back when I did it, you got hit in the head with a clipboard if you screwed up. And there was a very high failure rate. Over 50% of the classes would never make it to the end, or the students wouldn't make it to the end. So when you got through that course with bumps on your head, and knowing that you were, you were the best of the best to make it through that, you did have a feeling of satisfaction that you've completed it, and it was hard. And we're still vlogging here, right? I just want to let you know sort of what I had in mind when we talk about vlogging. These days, it seems like awards are given for attendance and not actually accomplishing things. And that is an example in my life where, you get the award, you get the NEC, the specialty, but you really worked for it and you accomplished it. And it really feels good in the end, even though trying to accomplish it in the first place was really difficult. But it made it that much more satisfying at the end. And I worry that these days we over-award accomplishments that really didn't take too much effort. And then if this is a child, when they make it into real life doesn't really work like that too often. And then that person could have serious problems dealing with that. So just my opinion. I don't have kids, and I'm glad I don't have kids, because with my genes, I'm sparing the world a kid. Believe me, trust me. But that's what I'm talking about with vlogs here, and you got to know a little piece of me. But you want more of it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there's a specific subject that you'd like me to talk about. Alright, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.